Welcome to our Active for 2 strength training workout for trimester 1. We're going to be using light weights, so have them at the ready. You can also use water bottles or tins if you don't happen to have weights at hand. Remember, trimester 1, you're going to have high energy and low energy days, so take the modifications that suit how you're feeling today. Let's get going. So we're just going to start with some mobility exercises. So feet hip width apart, we're just going to go into some nice shoulder rolls. So thinking about pulling that baby up and into the spine, working through the core, and we're going to take it into some elbows. How are you feeling today, Chelsea? Feeling good. Awesome. And then from here, taking it into nice big circles. So really opening up, trying to make those circles as big as possible. And then let's go back the other way. Great work. Taking it back into your elbows. And back into our shoulders. Great work. Couple more here. Now we're a bit loosened up. We're going to move on into a walkout. So, what we're going to do, we're going to tuck our chin into our chest. And we're going to slowly roll down through the spine, nice and slowly, letting the head relax. Walking the hands out, we're coming into nice high plank. So just hold it here for a second, Chelsea. Hips should be the same height as our shoulders. Tailbone is just slightly tucked in under, and we've got it pulling up through that deep core. Then we're going to walk the hands back with a little bend in those knees, letting the head relax down and rolling up through the spine. So we're going to do 4 more of those, Chelsea. So chin to chest. Rolling slowly down. It's a really great way of mobilizing through the spine and also getting the whole of that body working. And then coming back, letting the head relax as you come down. So take these nice and slowly, there's no hurry. That's it, great work. If this is too much for you, don't worry, you don't have to take it out into that plank. What you can do is just do the roll down and then the roll up as well. So you can remove the walkout if it's not feeling quite right. Let's take this as our last one. And bring it back in. Great work, and slowly rolling up. So from here, we're going to take it into a side lunge and up. Side lunge and up. So Chelsea, in your first trimester, you might be able to still get the hand to the floor and add a nice bit of rotation. Great work. So looking up to that top arm, opening up through that chest. And again, a really nice way of mobilizing through the back, starting to get those legs working. Awesome work. Let's take 4 more on this side. And then we're just going to add in a little bit of a kickback with that leg. So 2 more. 1 more like this, and then we're going to add in. So we're going to come down, and then we're going to kick up. Down, kick up. So keep that going. Again, if you're not feeling too energetic today, you can always just keep that foot on the floor. That's your second option. Good work. Let's go for 4 more of those. Brilliant work, Chelsea. 2 more, and then we're going to replicate that on the other side. Awesome work. So taking it to the other side, so we're just stepping out with our left foot. Again, you've got your options, so you can stay with me, hands onto the thigh, or you can take it down to the floor if that feels good for you. That's it. Trying to look up to the arm, again, if that's feeling okay. Good work. So starting to feel a little bit warmer in our bodies now. Getting that heart rate up. Let's do 4 more like this first, and then we're going to add in that little hop as well. 2 more like this. Great work. Okay, now let's add in the hop. Great work. Remember, if this is feeling a little bit too much, you can keep that right leg on the floor. The hop is additional, so don't worry if you're not feeling up to that today. Great work. So let's do 8 more of these. Perfect. 4 more. And feeling a bit warmer?
Feeling warmer.
All right, we're gonna start with our weights. So guys, we've got dumbbells here today. If you don't have any dumbbells at home, not a problem. Just find 2 things that weigh the same. So it might be 2 tins of beans, 2 water bottles, anything that you've got around the house. It doesn't really matter. We're gonna start off with a squat press. So we're gonna have our feet facing forward, just wider than hip width apart. If you're in your first trimester still, which you will be, so you're gonna have your feet just under your hips because your baby's not gonna be too big at the moment. If, like me, you're a little bit further down the track, and take them a little bit wider just to leave some space for baby. So we're gonna start with our weights up on our shoulders. We're gonna come down into a nice deep squat, and as we push up, the arms come high. So coming down, and as you breathe out, push the arms high. Great work, keep that going, Chelsea. So things I want you to think about during your squats, you want your hips to come back and down, and you want the weight to be through the heels. Great work. So really pushing the glutes back behind you. Fantastic work. As you're coming up, I want you to engage through the pelvic floor. So imagine you're pulling a tissue out of a box. That's the kind of motion that we're thinking about with our pelvic floor. Remember to breathe out as we push the arms high. And remember, if this is too much, you can get rid of those weights, or you can just pop your hands onto your hips. That's absolutely fine. Let's go for 4 more of these. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. So this time we're going to come into a side lunge again, and we're going to add in the triceps. So keeping the elbows in nice and tight. As we come to the side, we're going to push them back and bring it in. Push them back and bring it in. Keep that going. So you want to keep those elbows here, almost, that's it. And then push back from there. So we're going to work through the backs of our arms here. Great work. So we also want to be thinking about the middle back and the shoulder blades squeezing together. Let's come nice and deep into that lunge, Chelsea. Good work. Let's go 4 more on this side. And then the 4th one, we're going to hold it out. And we're just going to do some arm work, okay? Okay. So this next one, we're going to hold it out. And we're just going to pulse with straight arms, really getting into the back of those arms. Good work. Let's do it for 8, 7. Keep that neck nice and long, so try not to stress. That's it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. Pushing through to the other side. So elbows stay in. Pushing back and up. Pushing back and up. Keep that going. Pushing back and up. Again, coming nice and deep into that lunge. And as we stand up, we're really pushing through that left leg this time to bring the feet back together. Good work. Let's go for 4 more of these, Chelsea, and then we're going to hold it out and we're going to work those arms again. For 3, 2 more. Last one, so this time hold it out. And this time, we're going to extend the arm and bend. Extend and bend. So keeping the elbow almost still in space, and then just working through those triceps. Can you feel that working?
I can
Good.
feel it.
Keep thinking about pulling up and in through that baby. That's it, engaging through the core. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Great work. Stepping those feet back together, give the arms a little shake out. We're going to come into a lunge sequence. So as we step forward, we're going to bring the arms up into a nice lateral raise. And then down. Taking it with the other leg. And down. So Chelsea's just going to continue with this. So what I want you to think about, guys, is when you're in your lunge, you've got your back heel, back knee almost down to the floor. Okay, and you want to have a nice right angle with that back leg and a nice right angle with your front leg. All right, you want to make sure that your tailbone is tucked under, got a nice flat back, not too arched, and that you're pulling in through that core. Great work. If you're feeling a little bit wobbly, don't worry. What you can do is you can take out that step and you can just come from this position and come down and up. That's your option. Good work. Great, how are we feeling?
Feeling okay.
Yeah? Good. So let's take 8 more, so 4 more on each side. Making sure that the shoulders stay down away from our ears. Fantastic. Almost there. And this next one we're going to hold it. And we're just going to lower and lift with the arms. That's it. Yeah, so nice and static with the legs. And lift. And lower. So we're just holding it in a nice static position for the last 8 counts, just to add a little bit extra work.
You can feel the run.
4, 3, 2, 1, and then stepping back, taking the other leg forward. We're going to do it on the other side. So again, lifting and lowering, making sure those abs are tight. Great work. It's a great thing when you've got a little baby growing in there, so you can actually see when you're working your abs because it makes it a lot smaller. Tuck that tailbone under. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, Chelsea. We good? We're going to give those legs a little rest. We're going to do a little bit of an arm sequence. So, starting off with our elbows nice and close into our waist. We're just going to imagine that we're carrying a tray of drinks. We can take them forwards and we're going to open up. Take them forwards and open up. So standing, just have a little bend in those knees. Tucking the tailbone underneath and keeping those shoulders back and down. So we're working our rotator cuffs at the moment. Really, really great exercise to do and something that we sort of forget about generally in day-to-day life. That's it. So opening up. It's not a massive movement. What we want to make sure is that we're not coming out with our elbows. Okay, so you're keeping them in nice and close to your waist. We're going to go for 4 more like this. Good work. Keeping those abs engaged. 1 more. And then from here, we're going to take them up into a V and pull them back in with the elbows. Up into a V and elbows back in. So keep going with this one. Great work. So each time you pull the elbows right down into your waist. Perfect. That's looking really good. Let's go for 8 more of these. Fantastic. You feeling good?
Yeah.
4 more. Squeezing those elbows down and in. 2 to go. And fantastic. So from here, we're going to take our arms up. We want to have right ankles in those elbows, keeping a little bend in our knees, tailbone tucked under. We're going to bring the arms in front and open. And then from here, we're going to press up and pull them back down. Pull them in and open, push up and down. Great work. Keep that going, Chelsea. So you want to keep your elbows up at shoulder height the entire time, okay? So if you've got a mirror, this is a great one to look in the mirror because you can check that your form's right. Good work. To be honest, even if you've got no weight, this exercise and this movement, you're going to really feel it for your posture. So it's a great one to be doing. That's it. Let's go for 4 more of these. Remember to keep breathing, guys. Well done. 2 more. And the last one. Perfect. Feeling good? Shake it out a little bit. All right. So we're going to come into our modified push-up. So Chelsea's going to come onto all 4s. So we're going to have our knees directly underneath our hips and our wrists directly underneath our shoulders. Now, this is our box position. If this feels good and that's enough work through the arms, you stay here. If you want to make it a little bit tougher, you can always just walk the knees back a little bit. So we're coming into more of a diagonal line with that body. So take whichever version feels good for you. How are you feeling there? Do you think you're going to be alright with the legs back a little bit?
Yeah.
Perfect. So keeping your core nice and tight, hugging that baby up and in. We're going to just take the hands nice and wide on the mat, spread the fingers, push down nice and hard through those fingers, and we're going to bend the elbows out, bringing the chest to the floor. So we breathe in on the way down, and out as we do the hard work, pushing back up. We're going to go for 8 of these. We'll have a little rest, and then we're going to do 8 more. That's it. So really important here that we keep pulling up through the core. We don't let our back arch too much. How are we feeling? Okay. 3 more in you. Remember, if you need to make it a little easier, you just bring the knees in a little closer. Last one. And then take your legs nice and wide and come back into a child's pose. That's it, have a little stretch out. We're going to have 1 more round of those. Again, if that was too much, if you felt your back arching, then just bring your knees in a little closer, second time round. Okay, so coming back into our start position. Remember, core is really important here. I want to just tuck that tailbone under. So 8 again, Chelsea. Coming down and breathing out as we push up. That's fantastic. Cool, so you want your chest to come nice and close down to the floor. You've got 4 and 3. If it's too much, you bring the knees in. Last one, and sit back onto those heels. Great work. So we're going to come into a modified plank. So really great to work our transverse abdominals during pregnancy. So these are the guys, our deep core muscles that wrap around our spine and help to keep our posture nice and strong. What we're going to do, rather than coming up onto our feet as we would normally in a full plank, we're going to modify slightly, so we're going to keep our knees on the floor. So depending on how strong you're feeling, you can take your knees further away or closer together. It's absolutely fine, it's up to you. We're going to keep the tailbone tucked under, and we're going to really pull up, hugging that baby into our spine. So we're going to come into a forearm plank, so we're going to come down onto those forearms. Great work. We're going to tuck under, and we're going to hold it here. So really thinking about a nice, long, relaxed neckline. We're going to hold it for 10, 9, keep breathing. We've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Sit back into child's pose. We're going to do 1 more round of that, okay? So again, see how that felt for you. If you feel that it was a bit easy, then you can take your knees back a little bit further. If it felt quite tough, then always feel free to bring them in closer to the body. Should we try round 2?
Yeah.
Let's come back into that position. So, thinking about that diagonal with the body, onto the forearms, tucking the tailbone under, and then really pulling up through that deep core for 10, 9, 8. Keep the neck nice and long for 5, 4, 3, pull up, that's it, 2, and 1, relax back. Fantastic. Feeling good?
Yeah.
Great work. Sitting back into our child's pose from that plank, really stretching the hands forwards. That's it. So almost feel like those fingers are reaching as far forwards as you can. You're going to get a really nice stretch through that back, through the shoulders. And then what you can do from here, Chelsea, is just walk your hands slightly over to one side. Great work. What you're going to do here is you're just going to stretch a little bit down the side and then walk the hands over to the other side. Great work. Awesome. Coming up onto all fours. I'm just going to do a little cat-cow here to mobilise the spine. It feels really nice. This is a great one to do every night before you go to bed. So first up, we're going to tuck your chin into your chest. That's it. Tuck the tailbone under and think about bringing those shoulders up towards the sky. That's it. At the same point, you're hugging that baby into your spine. And then from here, we're going to almost reverse that. So let the baby just relax down, lengthening through the neck. And again, feeling a really nice stretch through that body. So let's take that 1 more. So we're going to tuck under. Great work. And then relaxing through that body. And brilliant. So you can keep this one going as long as you want. For now, we're just going to come back onto all fours and we're going to thread the needle. So Chelsea's going to open up through the right arm, looking up to her arm. Great work. And then what we're going to do, Chelsea, is thread that hand underneath, let the shoulder come onto the floor. Let the side of your head rest on the floor, and we're going to get a really nice stretch through that shoulder. Does it feel good? Mm-hmm. Let the head relax. Perfect. When you're okay, you're going to come back onto all fours, so pushing yourself up with your hands, and we're going to take the left arm up to the sky, looking up to those fingers, and then again, taking the hand underneath, relaxing the side of the head onto the mat, and getting a really nice stretch through the shoulder here. Great work. Coming back onto all fours, we're going to take our right leg forwards, and we're going to come into a nice hip flexor stretch. So we're going to tuck our tailbone underneath, we're going to breathe in. As we breathe out, we're just going to imagine someone's pushing our hips forwards. That's it, that's awesome. So, really important here that we're not leaning forwards into the stretch. We're keeping that tailbone tucked under, and we're going to feel that stretch through here. Does that feel good? Yeah. Again, remember to breathe through your stretches. Nice deep breath in through your nose, and then out through your mouth. Every time you breathe out, you will just release down a little bit deeper into that stretch. Great work. So when you're feeling okay, we're going to come back, and we're going to switch legs. And we're going to just stretch out that other hip flexor, and then we're going to be done. So breathing in, tucking the tailbone underneath, and then as we breathe out, we can drop down into that nice stretch. So this time, Chelsea's working through her right hip flexor, and she wants to make sure that she keeps her abs engaged and keeps the tailbone tucked under. As she breathes out, she's going to just drop a little deeper into that stretch. And as she breathes in, tucks the tailbone under a little more. Great work. When you're ready, bring those feet back together. Let's stay on a kneeling position. We're just going to take our hands behind us, stretch out that chest. So palms touching, and then reach back and down. Great work. So you want to think here, guys, about getting those palms to touch behind you, and squeezing those shoulder blades and then opening up through that chest. Almost imagine someone's reaching those hands down and away. Holding it here for a few seconds. And then just shake it all out. And we are done. Great work. Thank you.
Thanks for doing the Active for 2 workout with us today. I recommend that you repeat this a minimum of 2 times a week, and once you reach 14 weeks, you can try the Trimester 2 video. You can find out more information about strength training during pregnancy at aptoclub.co.uk.